Every 2 seconds, someone in the U.S. needs a blood transfusion for accidents, illness, or ongoing treatments. Every time someone rolls up their sleeve to donate, they are literally saving lives. Now, Vitalant is offering donors a chance to do that, but in style. There's some really cool incentives. Kristen Connor with Vitalant joining us now with details. Kristen, good morning. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So tell us a little bit about the need right now.
So right now, summertime is always difficult because school is out of session, so we're not running any blood drives, and families are on vacation. So a lot of folks are not in town to donate blood. So every year we do see a significant dip in blood donation. So this is typically the time when we do run some extra specials and we hold more blood drives. Even though we hold them every day, we typically will hold larger drives this summer with the hope so we can get more folks to roll up their sleeves.
For people who are interested in perhaps donating, talk about the process and what it is that they need to know in case they want to donate.
It's actually a very simple process and quick as well. People think it might take a long time. Generally, if you're donating whole blood, it's only about an hour total, and that includes a mini physical where you'll go in and assess to make sure you're okay to donate blood, as well as the donation time is about up to 10 minutes max. You want to eat a hearty meal. You want to get good rest the night before and ensure that you're fully hydrated. And then once you're done, you get snacks, so that always helps to
Do
regenerate.
people have to have an appointment, or can they walk in?
They can walk in. We do encourage appointments at all blood drives just so that we know how to staff, but we always welcome walk-ins, especially during our larger drives, to ensure that we can fill up.
What are some of the challenges that you guys are having now? And what are some of the things you hear from people about why they don't want to donate?
A lot of times, it's not really the challenge, it's that people aren't aware that they can. While over 60% of our population can donate, typically only about 3% do. And a lot of that is just lack of knowledge, not knowing or not thinking about, gee, I should go donate blood. You know, so if you talk to a friend or you encourage a friend to donate, that's when people say, oh, I think I'll go donate.
Yeah. And let's talk about some special motivation, because in our tease just a moment ago before we came up, I'm like, you can possibly win a car, so that's pretty big.
That is pretty big.
Yeah.
That is. So from starting today through the 31st of July, we will be giving away up to $30,000 for a car.
Okay.
So you could be entered to win that car or that money, as well as a lot of other incentives. We typically have gift cards for donors. We have T-shirts at many of our drives. It just depends on the particular time of the month. They change all the time to keep incentivizing people.
That's awesome. Okay, so how does that work? So whenever you donate, are you then entered to win?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And then our donors typically are encouraged to create an account on the portal, and then if you opt in, then you're sure to get your rewards.
Gotcha. And how often can you donate?
It depends on what you're donating. Typically for whole blood, it's every 56 days. But if you're a platelet donor, which we really need for our cancer patients, it's almost every week you can do it. So it really varies on what you're donating.
Gotcha. Okay, and there is some upcoming donations, some bigger blood drives that you have mentioned. And so one of them is coming up toward the end of the month. So this is July 29th from 9 to 2 at the YMCA. And here, donors can get a voucher for some River Cats tickets.
That's right. We've partnered up with the River Cats and the YMCA, and they were so generous in giving us the vouchers and giving us a lot of airtime during their games. So we might even throw out a pitch or two.
Okay.
Maybe just one. But yeah, that's at the end of the month. And then we actually have a big drive today at the Maidu Community Center that starts at 10 o'clock, runs till 5:30. And we encourage anybody who's up in that area or even not in that area to come up and donate. We need you.
So there are a lot of opportunities to go to some of the larger drives, but you can also go to a Vitalant location to donate as well.
That's right. Okay. We have about 14 donation centers across this region, and our Telemundo drive is this Saturday at the Mexican consulate, and that'll be a lot of fun. They have that partnership is amazing. They've got a lot of Chando's tacos and Cane's chicken stepped up and a whole bunch of T-shirts. So
there are a lot of incentives for folks to donate for sure.
Yes.
Well, good to see you. Thanks for coming in, and we definitely hope that you know, this story and the incentive of the possibility of winning a car will help folks donate.
We appreciate you.
All right.
Thank you.